Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another athlete spotlight. This is, I believe, during our Zoom shows. Today we have Kaden Spiegel on the show.
Wait.
What? What? What?
That's what it is. You're not wearing the glasses. What the heck, dude?
No.
Dude, you don't have the glasses on.
Yeah, I forgot him. That's actually a
Part
shoot.
of the deal.
It's actually a shoot. I actually forgot him.
Yeah.
What?
This actually works well. I can segue into this. For those of you who may not be aware, who may not have seen the episode last week, I submitted an appeal last week.
No.
I submitted an appeal to our official committee about our doctrine of never being able to pick the Denver Broncos in rapid fire. Today, we've received a response. Got the logo at the top and everything. You can't really see it from here. Per the committee, it has been brought to the attention of the committee that Tailgate Talks co-host Alex Brown, Big Bro, has submitted an appeal that would allow anyone on the show to pick the Denver Broncos in their weekly rapid fire segment. That I did. This appeal comes at a time where the Denver Broncos find themselves on a 5-game winning streak. It has also been brought to our attention that Mr. Brown has already picked the Denver Broncos in this past week's episode of Boro Tailgate Talks. While this breach of doctrine would typically come with a strong reprimand and potential suspension, the committee has found Mr. Brown's bold and educated decision to be acceptable. I never do anything unless I have a good chance. As voted on by the official committee of Boro Tailgate Talks, it has been unanimously decided in a 7-0 decision to repeal the Never Pick the Denver Broncos doctrine of 2022. We hope this notice of repeal finds all in the Tailgate Talks crew in a timely manner. Sincerely, the committee. So, on the day that Mike forgets the thing that symbolizes the rapid fire challenge, comes a day of great reform. The Denver Broncos are back on the table for anyone to pick at any time. Thank you, committee, for your lovely response. Your cash bribe will be coming in the mail in the next couple days. Anyway, we can continue now. Sorry. That was a bit of a long one. That was a bit of a long intro.
The episode he's referring to, by the way, was 2 weeks ago. The time of this, the day this is released, most likely. So,
I did say it usually takes the committee a week or two. So,
whatever. You want to get into this? You want to get into this? Okay. All right. Kaden Spiegel. Once again, we have a guest here, but numbnuts over here just.
Sorry, I like some attention from time to time. I like the spotlight.
All right, so Kaden is a sophomore and a defensive end on the football team. Yep. And there's an important play we're gonna mention here later. But we're gonna start off by just reading off your bio from the website, and we do have a history of having the website not be that accurate.
Yeah.
It's probably not accurate.
So we'll see how accurate it is. For high school, played 4 seasons of football at Stowe Monroe Falls High School. Yep. Earned 4 varsity letters, first team All Suburban League honorable mention. So
Isn't that one of the biggest schools in Ohio? Isn't it pretty big?
Yeah, it's a D1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
And then for 2022, played in 11 games, making 24 tackles, 10 solo, recorded 3 tackles for loss and 1 sack, defended 4 passes, forced 1 fumble, and recovered a fumble. So sounds pretty accurate to me. Yeah. At least by the way, here's your response. So I guess starting it off, looking at the 4 seasons in high school, and it's a topic we like to ask people. But what's like what was the work like to get to where you are today? Like the work you had to put in the weight room, on the field. What was it? What was it like going through that to get you to here at Edinboro?
So I didn't play my freshman or sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was probably about, $180.
Yeah.
Playing defensive end. Mm-hmm. Wasn't doing anything. Was on JV. And then during the off season, my head coach came to me and said that he saw potential in me. Mm-hmm. And he said that I had to gain a few pounds and get stronger, and we'll just go from there.
Mhm.
So, and then COVID hits.
Oh gosh, I was hit with that junior year.
Yep.
Felt great for baseball season.
Yeah.
Yep.
So COVID hit. It actually kind of worked out for me though, because I was able to literally just work out.
Sit in the house and work out. Yep.
Yeah.
Eat, work out.
Yeah. So I did that. Came back junior season, summer. Came back from like 180 to like about 205-ish, and ended up starting.
Mhm.
That's where I started. That's where my career basically started off from. And then after that season, kind of did the same thing. Like gained about 30 more pounds, went from 205 to like 235. And then I'm here. So
There you go.
yeah.
So, obviously, as you just kind of talked about, you really had to grind that out, put on the pounds, get back up there. So, how did that translate once you got to college, knowing that, you weren't top dog, on the team anymore? You had to come back and basically restart and, grind your way and beat out the guys on this team now.
Yeah. So, I mean, coming in, I didn't think I was going to be playing at all.
Right.
My mindset was kind of like, all right, coming in here, maybe try to get on some special teams, just show the coaches that I can work. And then I grinded all off season, just trying to get better and better and better. And then summer comes, we get here, and we start doing practices. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, like I think I could actually have a shot here. And it just kept on going. Started getting in more. Then at the end of summer camp, I was a starter for the team. And I was like, wow, this is where I am now. So.
Yeah, there you go. Now this question, it's popped up in our heads before, but we just never asked. So this is like the first time we're asking this question. But when you were looking at schools, what was it about Edinboro that you really liked that went, you know what, I think this is a place where I want to be?
The coaching and the environment, and going to that visit here was nothing I didn't see at any other school I visited. It was just, everyone was just kind of like a family kind of. It was really nice. The coaches were great. Felt like home, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what set my mind here.
Yeah, what other schools were you potentially looking at?
I was looking at Youngstown State.
Okay.
I had PWO there. Notre Dame College in Ohio.
Yeah.
Walsh University. And then a couple of D3 schools like Mount Union and Baldwin Wallace.
Okay.
So, speaking of the team, obviously you said you love the coaching and the kind of the culture here and everything like that, and I think that's a big thing for a lot of people is the culture.
Yeah.
Obviously this is kind of a down year for you guys. So what do you? You're sophomore right now?
Sophomore, yeah.
Sophomore. So this could be a little bit past you as well once you get out of here. But what would you like to see the team accomplish over the next few years?
A winning season.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to get a ring here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you got. That's what you should want as an athlete is get a championship. Because that's the feeling like that is nothing else.
It's the exact same thing Ant was talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not your mindset when you're playing a sport in college or any sport or any
level, yeah.
Then I don't know why you're playing.
That goes for like literally any sort of like activity too. Like why you playing if you don't want a championship?
Yeah.
Like if you're a pro wrestler, if you don't want to be the main guy to be the world champion, why are you here? Like it goes for anything. Especially like even not in sports. For a corporate business. Like if you're trying to work your way up, like what if you don't?
What's the
want to
point
do
if
that?
you don't want to be the best?
Yeah, exactly. So literally, it applies to life too, if you think about it.
You know, and that was actually something our coach had everywhere around the locker room in high school for football, our football team in high school. And he always had one up on like the whiteboard that we always like went over like formations, and we always went over all of our personnel packages and everything on. It was a list, and it was like four numbered list, and it was beat our rivals, make the playoffs, win the conference, win a ring. And that's all it was. Those 4 short points, and that's all it was. And it was just those 4 things that you thought every year. Because we always played our rivals the last game of the season. So the entire year up to that point was us one, grinding to have a good enough record to make the playoffs, and two, beating our rivals to end the season. And that, helped accomplish that. My junior year, we actually beat our rivals and won the conference off of that. So that was a big one for us. But that short little list was all it was for us, and it was that simple. It was just all winning, basically, in some capacity, just win.
Yeah, I likes to switch on and off. It's out of our control. But yeah, like I said, and it's goes with life. It goes with life too. Like, you don't want to be the best you can in life. Then once you're not. Why try?
Exactly.
Why try? I mean, that might sound out of context. That might sound bad, but everybody knows what we mean. You gotta just work hard in life.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you want to be the best you can be? So yeah, that's definitely a good accomplishment, and yeah. So but going on to the next question, we like to ask this question a lot. What's the biggest piece of advice you would give incoming freshmen coming in for their first year for next season? It's always it can be a tough question.
Yeah. There's so much you could.
So many things you could say. Yeah.
I would tell them to just keep working. No matter what your role is on the team. Mm-hmm. If you put the work in, their coaches are gonna see that and they're gonna find a spot for you. So I would just tell them to just keep working, keep pushing, keep being positive. Mm-hmm. And just let it guide you through your career.
Yeah, that's great. We like that.
Stay hungry, man.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's the number one question we like to ask. Is it's
a good question. It's a really good question.
Probably the only question we've repeated every single athlete spotlight, I think, so far.
And the way I look at it too is okay, you can listen to a few people for advice and everything, but it's good to get different points of view from everybody.
Yeah, we're talking to athletes from all different sports and everything,
and different position groups too.
And position groups, yeah,
exactly. Like Richie being a kicker, Matt quarterback, exactly. There you go. So it's definitely my favorite question to ask. I'll say that.
We've had Ant, Dom, and now Kaden on the show, though. We like our D linemen, apparently.
Yeah, good.
We love our D line out here.
Best part of the team, man.
Exactly. D line is so fun. If you didn't play D line at some level, even in high school, I feel bad for you. Yeah. Because D line is supremely fun.
I wasn't even a football player.
That's all right. It is. It's really, there's something about being in them trenches that just.
Trench dogs, man.
Absolutely. So, speaking of which, again, perfect segue. The question that I've been waiting to ask.
Yes.
How does it feel knowing that you absolutely whacked Tyson Bagent before he got to the NFL?
Oh, I didn't even think it was real, honestly. I thought it was or something. But it was crazy. Well, so first off, there was this huge tackle I had to go up against Joey Fisher.
Yeah.
And he actually he signed with the 49ers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, last summer with Tyson Bagent as well, the same.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure Bagent was a UDFA, right? You got signed up.
Yeah, and so I don't know. We were playing the whole game. I was getting whooped the whole game. I'm not even gonna lie. It was bad. It was really bad. But yeah, when I made that hit, dude, it was insane. I didn't even think I made the hit. I thought I was just watching it, but yeah, I was like, dang. And I watched it on film. I was like, dang, that's actually a good hit. But yeah.
That's so awesome. That's so sick.
Yeah, and it's when you and it's one of those things where you see where Tyson, where he's at now.
I mean, he literally played a few games in the NFL.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Fields was hurt. Yeah.
I told all my buddies back at home that
I sacked Tyson Bagent. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Just crazy. Just
feel
crazy.
a little famous, Feel like a little.
Yeah. There you go.
You don't get many of those. Not many D2 guys end up making it.
No, not at all. No.
You get the rare ones. I mean, Bill Belichick loves drafting guys from everywhere. So you got Kyle Duggar, who actually got drafted. But other than that, you get a couple UDFAs. Mm-hmm. That one slip receiver got signed 2 years ago, but I don't think he ended up making the final roster or anything like that. So.
Yeah, but all right. It's time for our favorite segment with Athlete Spotlight. So.
There was also a Kutztown receiver that was on Hard Knocks, the Jets Hard Knocks.
Really?
Yeah.
There's also a Kutztown running back during the Lions
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Craig Reynolds, I think is his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, Craig Reynolds. Yeah, he played. Yeah.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah, during back-to-back years, Lions and Jets Hard Knocks both had Kutztown offensive skill players on their training camp rosters.
Yeah, and as of today, of the day we're recording this, I believe Kutztown and Slippery Rock are playing
In the D2 playoffs. Yeah.
Yep, tomorrow.
They're rematching. Didn't Kutztown beat Slip earlier this year?
Yeah.
They crushed them, didn't they?
something like that. But all right, segment on a segment is what we like to call this with rapid fire.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really a rapid fire. But,
Yeah, it's not
all
that
right.
fast.
Of course, as everybody knows, basic starts off with basic questions, gets into a little bit more questions. So here we go. Favorite sport to watch?
Football.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke.
Favorite food?
Steak.
Yeah.
Now, how do you cook your steak? Or how do you like your steak?
Medium rare.
There you go.
Okay. Favorite vacation spot?
Destin, Florida.
Go-to pregame song? We've gotten a few people with that.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite ones, actually.
I need to look one.
You need to look at consult the playlist? Yeah.
I have a lot. I don't really have a set one. I just kind of go through. I like New Flame.
There you go.
There you go.
Chris Brown.
There you go. Favorite TV show of all time?
Friends.
Yes.
Favorite movie of all time?
Dang, you get me with these, man. I'd say right now, I just recently watched the new Hunger Games movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. Everyone's saying it's really good. I haven't seen it yet.
That might be my favorite movie right now of all time, probably.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
Favorite football player of all time?
Lawrence Taylor.
Ooh. You're the offensive coordinator. There's one play left. What's the call?
Like no time left.
No time left.
Yeah, like
Where are we at? In the
we always say
field?
we always say in like the red zone, like 15 to 20 yard line.
We also gave Ant. We also said for Ant the other 20 as well.
Yeah, like you
The other
needed an
20.
80-yard touchdown.
But like here's the thing, other 20. It's Hail Mary. It's not even a question. So we'll stick in the red zone for this question from now on.
I'd probably say.
And you have to score a touchdown. No
Yeah.
field.
Yeah, no field goal, no field goal. Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see the play that the Chargers did this past weekend?
I didn't see it. No.
No.
They threw the ball to Keenan Allen, and Keenan Allen threw it all the way across the field to Austin Eckler, and he ran for 20 or 30 yards.
Oh, it was like it was like the screen to a screen, basically. Yeah.
I'd probably do that.
I like that.
Either that or I'd just throw it up to my best guy.
Yeah. I think Bailey said because we did it as like she's the Steelers OC because she hates Matt Canada. Yeah, she said back corner to George Pickens is her go-to, and that's most people would probably say they get a one-on-one to their best guy. They're probably just
Yeah, that's what I'd do if there was one-on-one. Just tell them to throw it up.
Someone on the football team that is fast that you could beat in a foot race.
I like this one. This is one we've added recently.
Yeah. And in terms of, because Ant wanted a position group, we said tight end. It can be whatever position group you want. Doesn't matter.
C.J. Waldier.
Ooh,
C.J. Waldier.
Wow.
that's a big one.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. I think I know the answer to the next question. Favorite football play you've ever made?
Yeah, that's Zach on Tyson.
And then my favorite blindside question.
Oh.
Favorite Edinboro football player that's not yourself?
Well, I was going to say Dom, but he didn't pick me, so.
Oh! Snap!
I have to go with my boy Gent, just because he is the first real guy I've met here, and we just had a really big connection. So I'd probably say him.
Yeah, he picked you too, so it's only fair. It's only fair.
We're buddies, so it's a little
Works.
buddy system we got.
Yeah, there we go. But all right, so thanks for coming on, Kaden.
Appreciate you having me.
We'll continue these Zoom shows, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry. One last thing. Didn't mean to forget this. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
As I get my paper talks ready. You don't have the glasses on. And
Okay.
I feel like it's only appropriate, and I'll say it in terms that you understand. From the legend himself, Crybaby Phil.
Oh no.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, America.
So, yeah. Bailey and I tied. And Bailey beat Alex. Now, the reason he's giving me that look is because I worded it to Bailey has to beat either me or Alex. So even if Bailey and I tie, doesn't matter. She beat Alex. So by default, this December, Bailey gets to host a show with 2 co-hosts of her choosing, as Alex and I are the guests.
This is what happens when you do things without talking to me first. That's all I'm going to say. This is your fault. Let's do the show.
Yeah, let's do some sports chatter. All right. Steelers.
I'm not even the one that has anything written down on it, so. This is an angry episode already.
Which, by the way, is this the episode we'll have? Do we want to have the athlete spotlight with it posted, or do we just want to push that back a week?
I don't even remember how many we have recorded at this point, so.
3.
You know,
I think let's push it back a week. We'll push it back.
Okay.
Because this is the last studio show before back to Zoom.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. Let's get it over with. Steelers lost to the 2-10 Cardinals, 24-10. Kenny Pickett was knocked out early because of an ankle injury, and he will be out until most likely week 18.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Steelers and Colts game in a couple weeks, and the one guy I wanted to see was Kenny Pickett. And now, I made the joke last week, and now it's happening. I will see Gardner Minshew versus Gardner Minshew versus Mitch Trubisky.
You called it. You cursed him.
And the worst sentence I could possibly say is that Kenny Pickett was placed on IR and signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers was quarterback Trace McSorley. Better than Sean Clifford.
Yeah.
Better than Sean Clifford. This was an atrocious game.
I didn't even watch it.
Absolute, just horrible game. I don't even know where to begin. So before Kenny got knocked out, he was 7 for 10 for 70 yards, which, by the way, somebody said Kenny will be out, but will we miss him? I'm like,
yeah.
How? Kinda. Why? First of all, how is that game Kenny's fault? First of all, when he got knocked out, and second of all, did you see the amount of time Kenny had before he got sacked?
I did not, but I assume it was not much.
It was not much. Mason Cole had an atrocious game.
Mason Cole sucks.
Even when Mitch Trubisky was in, Mason Cole had a horrible game. Mitch went 11 for 17, 117 yards and a touchdown.
He's actually fine.
To Deontay, who got the ball 4 times, 33 yards and a touchdown. George Pickens got the ball 4 times, 86 yards. And then run game was down from normal. Najee, 16 carries for 63 yards. And Jalen Warren, 9 carries for 59 yards. This was a hell of a return game for James Conner. 25 carries, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Whoa.
So,
that's a lot.
and then Trey McBride got the ball 8 times for 89 yards and a touchdown. This was terrible. This was a winnable game, and they took the Cardinals lightly.
What did I say on the show last week? They were going to come in, punch us in the face, and test our resolve. See how tough we are.
Apparently not that very tough.
We were not very tough yesterday.
Not that tough.
Of all teams to allow 20-plus points to, it was the Cardinals. Now we have to play the Patriots on a short week in prime time.
With Mitch Trubisky. And an active Mason Rudolph.
I'm sure that Mitch Trubisky is just going to have an absolute masterclass against Bill Belichick's defense. You remember last week when we had hope?
So what's the remaining games for a second? Is it
Not hard. I can tell you that much.
last week when we were going through? Oh, is my mic cutting out? Is it cutting out? No, it's not. Well, we're out of batteries. Is the problem? Because Jay took the last ones. I'm pretty sure he replaced these ones. No, he was using 4. Yeah, more battery problems. We gonna get a rare Joe appearance? We're not restarting.
Hear me out. Here's a quick I took.
Thank you. Gotta change the mic. Do you want to take over while I change the mic?
This could also just be a cut, but yeah, we'll just.
I'll just leave. I don't care. I'll just leave it. Now it's working?
It's wait.
What about now?
I'm just gonna keep talking.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep talking.
Just
go to 3. Just go to 3.
So yeah, the schedule is not very hard to finish the season. Home against the Patriots, at Colts, home versus Bengals, at Seahawks, at Ravens. So, 3 wins right there. And then even if we lost the last 2, we would still be 10-7. So, because we're 7-5 right now.
I think so.
Let's go to standings real quick. Yeah, we're 7-5. We're second in the division. So, if we go 3-2, we might make the playoffs. Beating the Patriots, Colts, and the Bengals without Joe Burrow should not be very hard.
Especially doing it again.
The Seahawks, iffy. And the Ravens, we pretty much always split with the Ravens. So, worst case scenario in my mind, we finish 10-7. Best case scenario, we're 11-6. And regardless, we probably lose in the first round. So, yeah, this season is basically dead to me at this point. I don't have any faith that it's going to get any better. It's probably not going to go very well. And, yeah, I don't even know what else to say. We should have beat the Browns 3 weeks ago now.
It would have been nice.
We would have had...
Is my mic good? All right.
Because if we did beat the Browns, we would have a full game lead over them, but we're both 7-5. So... God, this team hasn't even scored 200 points yet. That is so pathetic.
What would you... Because there's no Matt Canada to blame anymore. So what would you even blame here?
The offense just isn't good.
Mike Tomlin, the offense. It's just pathetic. It's seriously just pathetic. Is the best way I can put it. Like... Okay, you had a good game against the Bengals. Then you suck against a 2-10 team.
We have the second least points in the entire league. We are 1 point ahead of the Carolina Panthers. Oh, third worst. Sorry. The Giants have 159 points all year. The Panthers have 191. We have 192.
God.
That is truly pathetic.
That's terrible. That is just terrible. I don't even want to spend any more time on the Steelers. I'm going to be real honest with you.
I certainly don't.
There was a lot to talk to against the Browns. I don't even know what to say. It's finals week has my brain scrambled.
Oh, yeah. I'm done for it. I just don't even care.
Which, by the way, if my memory serves me correctly, I believe next week for the Zoom show, it'll most likely be Cody, possibly, and Dom Kaiser.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
So that's what we're looking for. Yeah, I'm ready to move on with the Steelers.
Yep, I'm done with this football team. I don't want
Yes.
to talk about them anymore.
Yes.
I guess I should get my notebook now.
Yeah, you probably should get your notebook right now. Which, by the way, you got your wish. Kyle McCord is no longer
Kyle
Ohio State
McCord is hitting the
Buckeye.
transfer portal.
Yeah. Kyle McCord, you are a Pitt Panther.
Y'all can have him. I do not care.
Who's going to be the Ohio State quarterback then?
They're either going to go out and get a new one through the portal, or it's going to be Kyle McCord 2.0 and Devin Brown. So,
Keenan Slovis.
kill me. Hopefully, it's Dante Moore from UCLA. That would be pretty sick.
Okay. All right. Phil Jakovic. He's got one more year left. Christian Vayer. Nate Yarnell. You can develop Nate Yarnell, but it's not going to be fast enough to be ready for next season.
No. And by 2025, Aaron Noland will be ready, so it won't even matter.
True. That's true. All right, what
You
you
get Grayson McCall for a year. Wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, there you go. Sam Hartman.
There's no way he has eligibility left.
There's no way.
There's no possible way.
There's no way.
All right, what are we starting with?
Up to you.
All right, we talked about the Steelers. We might as well get through the other NFL scores real quick.
Yes, sir.
In potentially the craziest game of the year, the Cowboys outshot the Seahawks at home 41-35. Colts slid by the Titans 31-28 in overtime, so my prediction on that game was at least correct, even though I sucked this week apparently. Falcons slugged it out at Jets 13-8. That's pathetic. Lions started out really fast and ended up holding on to beat the Saints in New Orleans 33-28. Texans held on versus the Broncos 22-17. My appeal to the committee looks a little bit more stupid now. The Chargers shut out the Patriots in the Belichick Bowl 6-0 at New England. Basically, Chargers are probably begging Bill Belichick to coach for them next year. Steelers struggled without Kenny, obviously. Talked about it, 24-10. Dolphins walked into the Commanders and absolutely obliterated them 45-14. Not even remotely shocking. The Dolphins are really good at trashing on bad football teams. Bucks continue to give the Bears the number 1 overall pick. Beat the Panthers 21-18. Niners, this game, I was shocked at the final score of this game. Niners walked into the Link and beat Philadelphia 42-19. Absolutely insane. Stafford looked great yesterday. Rams crushed the Browns 36-19. The Packers beat Mahomes at home 27-19, handing Mahomes a loss in, I believe, the only stadium he hasn't played in yet, or at least one of very few. So Mahomes' first game at Lambeau did not go very well. Like I said, Packers upset Chiefs 27-19. I hope the plane ride was worth it. Brittany Mahomes and Taylor Swift. And then tonight, got Bengals at Jags, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Duval. Bengals suck because they don't have Joe Burrow anymore. Who would have guessed?
Game would actually be entertaining if Joe Burrow was playing. Because it'd be Joe Burrow.
That would be a really good game. That would be an actual good primetime game if Joe Burrow was healthy.
But he's not. So, God, I'm so tired.
I have no energy after talking about the Steelers and its finals week.
Yeah, how you doing?
God, this is like the freaking episode before spring break last year.
Oh, gosh.
That was
Mike's.
the origination of Tailgate Talks right there.
That was the first failgate.
That was technically, the
God,
first
that was
Tailgate
so
Talks.
bad. What did we even get accomplished there? Joe, do you remember?
Tailgate 1 or like the first time?
No,
or
the actual
Tailgate Talks episode.
The Tailgate Talks episode. I don't remember.
Not much. Probably the worst episode we've ever had.
I think the one What episode was it? I'm trying to find my least favorite one. I can't remember the specific number, but like there was. Oh, 1 second.
Let the man cook.
Let the man cook. Episode 53 was my worst one.
I don't even remember which one that was.
Yeah, I was not myself, let's just say.
Oh, yeah. Yep. NFL was another really weird week of football. This season is just bizarre and makes zero sense whatsoever. I just realized that 3 teams scored 19 points yesterday. That is such an odd amount of points to score in the NFL. Eagles, Browns, and the Chiefs all scored 19 points yesterday. Bizarre. Super, super, super bizarre. Football makes no sense anymore. At all.
No, it doesn't. All right, you want me to get through basketball stuff?
Yeah,
Whatever
go ahead.
You have? All right, Atlanta Hawks. They're officially below 500 right now. They're at 9 and 10. They lost to Milwaukee just recently. Giannis scored 32 points. Damian Lillard 25. So Damian Lillard is showing that he is he's a good pickup for the Bucks. Let's just say. DeAndre Hunter. Only 12 points, but Murray and Young continue to be the best shooters for Atlanta as Murray scored 30 points, with Trae Young with a whopping 32 points. But this game they lost 132 to 121. So that takes Atlanta to 9 and 10. NBA is a long season.
Very long.
It's a very long season. Anything could happen, is all I'll say. Anything could happen. By the time now to whenever the season ends, which I think is like the first week of April, I want to say. So that's all I got for Atlanta. Pitt basketball, oh boy. So they just recently lost to Clemson, and it was not good. They lost 79 to 70. Himson scored 27 points, but Leggett only scored 17, and Carrington only scored 13. They were struggling shooting. Is all I know. I was watching the Steelers, unfortunately. They need to pick it up. And this was an ACC play. They need to pick it up. I think Pitt could still be very good. They're a very good shooting team. Blake Himson is literally, and I quote,
Him.
So, and Carrington is a good young freshman shooter. So, pick it up. And Diaz-Graham twins didn't do anything in this game. Like, I don't even think they scored. I don't even think they scored.
Dang.
So it was basically just Himson and then others off the bench. And Leggett and Carrington, obviously, too. So that's all I got on basketball stuff. It's a very short episode. Maybe we do need to put Ant's spotlight in.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, but
we'll see how long.
Well, but here's the thing. I edited the intro in with the Ant thing, so it'd have to be like next week. We can open the show with Ant's thing if you want to. We'll figure that out later. Probably not. We'll see.
Okay. Time to talk about college football. It was conference championship weekend. Big weekend. A lot of crazy scores. And yesterday was the official release of the final college football playoff poll, which means that the college football playoffs semifinal matchups were determined. Actually, 1 second. Let me take a note real quick that I forgot to write down earlier. But yeah, so conference championship weekend was interesting. Some crazy scores, actually. So we are going to take a look at the conference championship scores, take a look at the college football playoff matchups, and then maybe we'll take a little look at the top 10 just to see what happened. Anyway, wrote down the Power 5 conference championship scores. Washington wins versus Oregon 34-31. Texas annihilated Oklahoma State 49-21. Bama upset number 1 Georgia 27-24. Michigan blanked Iowa, not shocking whatsoever, 26-0. And Florida State outslugged Louisville 16-6. So the top 4 ended up being 1-4, Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama. Florida State becomes the first undefeated Power 5 conference champion to miss the college football playoff. So a lot of people are very upset about that and think that Florida State got super disrespected. I agree with that. But then also, to be fair, on the other side of things, if Florida State would have made it instead of Alabama, this would have been the first time in the college football playoff that an SEC champion hadn't made the college football playoff. So there you go. The matchups on January 1st will be Michigan versus Bama in the Rose Bowl and Washington versus Texas in the Sugar Bowl. I will be rooting for whoever wins the Sugar Bowl to win the national championship because I do not like Michigan or Alabama whatsoever. So those will be the 2 matchups to determine the national championship. And like I said, those will be on January 1st. So got a couple weeks. This is, quite frankly, probably my least favorite part of the college football season is these couple weeks waiting until the college football playoffs and NY6 Bowls start. So there you go. Hook 'em, baby. Texas is my number 2 behind Ohio State, so hook those horns.
Hook 'em. Kind of sounds like, never mind. I don't want to get fined again.
Yeah, you've done that enough.
Because we can use that money to something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, how much time are we in?
Probably like nothing.
20. That's not bad.
That's actually not terrible at all.
Honestly, BS for 5 minutes and then rapid fire. We're good.
I got pens.
Oh, pens.
So
Do it.
we talk about pens.
Haley was like, you better start talking about the pens.
She would have been mad. She would have been very mad. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to get through real quick. Okay. Wednesday, November 22nd, 1-0 loss versus the Rangers. This personally, to me, was not a terrible game at all. Igor Shesterkin is quietly one of the best goalies in the league every year. Yeah, Zibanejad had an assist, and Alexis Lafreniere had the goal for New York. Jari went 35 for 36, which is obviously really good. You only allowed 1 goal, and you got shot on a whole bunch of times. So solid, even though it was a loss. Friday, November 24th, we lost 3-2 at Buffalo. That sucks. Crosby and Eller had both had a goal. Nadal Djokovic had 31 saves out of 34 total. Saturday, November 25th, we won against Toronto 3-2 at home. They were good at some point, right? I don't know. Noah Acciari had a goal. Gensel had a goal. Carlson had a goal. Carlson is looking like an absolutely incredible trade acquisition, by the way. Jari went 31 for 33, so he's been really good this season when he's healthy, quite honestly. Tuesday, November 28th, we lost in overtime 3-2 at the Predators. Malkin had a goal. Rust had a goal. Jari went 22 for 25. Probably one of his lowest save percentages of the season just because it was lower volume. Thursday, November 30th, we won at Tampa Bay 4-2. That's a big one right there. Some of these games, I mean, the Pens have lost some truly mind-boggling games to start this season, but winning 4-2 at Tampa is exactly a perfect depiction of what their potential is. Jeff Carter, the fossil himself, had a goal. Crosby had a goal. Tristan Jarry becomes the first Penguins goalie in franchise history to score a goal. And Drew O'Connor had a goal. Jarry went 39 for 41. Whatever that was. And then finally, Saturday, December 2nd, which was this past Saturday, we lost 4-3 in a shootout at home versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Gensel had 2 goals. Letang had a goal. Jarry went 31 for 34. So that puts the Pens at 11-10-2 currently. They are 6th in the Metro, which at this point, very early in the season, puts them just outside of the playoff picture. And the Pens rematch versus the Flyers tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I keep staying around or above 500. That's all I can say. I mean, you keep doing that, you're probably going to be relatively close to the playoffs. So obviously we would like to see you win some more games, but I expect 4-game winning streaks followed by 5-game losing streaks, followed by 3-game winning streaks, followed by 2-game losing streaks. You know, you get the point. So, yeah, go Pens.
Go Pens.
I think that's probably. I think you probably will enjoy watching the Pens more than the Steelers at this point in the season. So, but that's just me.
Oh, my head hurts. It's talking about this.
Welcome back to Boro Tailgate Talks. God, I haven't said that in a minute.
We're burned out, ladies and gentlemen. We're burned out.
Yeah.
We need Joe to save the show.
Joe, come finish the show.
Okay, come on.
Come finish the show. All right, let's do rapid fire.
Okay, I'm gonna wear these like readers.
Yeah.
You guys think I should wear these like readers? I think they look good.
Maybe I can actually win again this week.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah. There's still a
I'm
chance.
on a slide right now.
There's still a chance these still go away. I don't know why you gave them to me this early though.
I quite frankly don't even remember why. I'm sure we probably made a bet. There's something about you making bets that just doesn't end up being good.
You know what? I'm gonna bet at least 20% of Boro Tailgate Talks LLC.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea.
I mean, it probably won't even matter. It probably won't even matter in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Salah already refutes Wilson rumor.
Oh, what, that he refuses to play?
I guess so.
He should refuse to play. They suck.
Anyway, so yeah, Bailey had 9, Alex had 7, I had 7. Bryce with 10, Landon with 6, Emma with 8, AJ with 8, EJ with 10, and Tiger with 7. And then the final week before the playoffs, the matchups are, which this is week 14, right?
Yeah. Should be.
Landon versus EJ, Alex versus Tiger, Bryce versus Emma, and AJ versus myself.
I've already beaten Landon before, right?
I think so.
So as long as I win this week, I should have the head-to-head.
When's the last time you played him? Oh, I don't even have it written down. Goddamn. Doesn't matter. All right. Predictions here now. All right. Yeah, how you doing? Okay.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right. Patriots and Steelers. Mitch Trubisky.
I really don't know who to pick. I'm not even kidding.
The Patriots are bad. I'm actually going to stick with my Steelers, actually.
Yeah, you know what? The Patriots literally just got shut out by the Chargers. Did I miss that one? No, I said that one.
6-0.
6-0. The Patriots got shut out by Brandon Staley's defense. I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Bucks, Falcons. Bucks. It's supposed to be rapid fire.
I'm going to go with the Birds.
Really?
Yeah. It's at Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lions, Bears.
Lions.
Yeah. Dan Campbell, baby. Almost.
9-3.
Yes, sir. Colts, Bengals, Colts.
Yeah. Yeah. No Joe Burrow.
Yeah, how you doing?
No Joe.
There's Joe.
Yeah.
Jags, Browns, Prince.
Yep. Prince, who was promised. Cue the music.
Panthers, Saints. Saints. The Panthers are awful.
The Panthers are so bad. They have one win.
They are so bad.
They are not so back. They are so bad.
Texans, Jets, Texans.
Yeah.
Rams, Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah. Vikings, Raiders. Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that.
Seahawks, 49ers.
Niners look so good right now.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers. Bills, Chiefs, Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs are going to be pissed off.
Me too. They just lost to Jordan Love.
As if AJ, from the famous words of AJ, cry about it.
The
Broncos, Chargers. Oh, for the love of mankind.
The Bills do really good in the regular season against the Chiefs, but I think the Chiefs are going to be ready to bounce back.
Oh,
Wait, is this at LA?
Broncos, Chargers, for the love of mankind.
Is this in LA?
Yes.
Eh.
For the love of mankind. I hate Brandon Staley. I hate the Broncos.
Pause.
What? Me done.
They haven't played yet, have they?
I don't think so. I really want to win, but I really hate the Broncos. But I really hate Brandon Staley.
God, Russ threw 3 interceptions yesterday. Oh my God.
That's tough.
Oh my God.
That is tough.
Oh my God. Man, this is the fastest rapid fire section of all time.
They still got like 3 more.
Broncos. I think the Chargers locker room is so lost at this point. The Chargers have publicly stated that it's going to take a miracle for Brandon Staley to keep his job. No one wants to be there. They just scored 6 points against the New England Patriots. Like, there's just no way that team is functional anymore. Not in my mind.
I feel disgusted and ashamed
He's going to do it.
to pick the Denver Broncos.
Yes! Let's go! Let's go! He did it. It only took a week.
You know,
It only took a week.
with what I know about the future, this is my last chance to do this. I don't care. I'll take the fine. God, this just feels wrong to write.
Speaking of which, I guess that means we're going to have to put that athlete spotlight in first, right?
I mean, do you want to post the Anthony interview first?
I mean, the
Do the Anthony or Richie?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's just wait.
'Cause,
Let's
like-
just wait.
Because like the Spiegs one is the one with the official announcement with the committee.
That's true. Looks like I'm. Well, I like how we're just spoiling that, by the way.
Yeah, you can cut it out if you need to.
I'm gonna forget. We'll see. I think we go no athlete spotlight this week.
We can.
I think. Eagles, Cowboys. Eagles. I think the Eagles will bounce back.
Shoot. That makes it really hard. I'm going for the chaos. I'm saying the Cowboys.
Oh wow.
They're going to be tied for the division.
Titans, Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah.
Packers, Giants, Packers.
Tommy DeVito.
Yes, sir. Dude, I can go for some Italian right now.
Same.
How much? What are we at a time? 32. Dang. All right.
We somehow made that work.
Yeah. So, last before we go back to Zoom, and do we want to say it or no?
No.
Okay. No.
So either there's going to be no athlete spotlight, and he's going to cut out what I said earlier. No, you're going to have to put the Spiegs interview in this one because we picked the Broncos.
Oh.
Continuity.
Continuity.
Yep. Is what happens sometimes when you record a bunch of them in advance. You totally forget what order you need to put them in.
Yeah, technically we're gonna have to put Spiegs in first.
Yeah, that's all right. They're all recorded.
You know what? All right. Cue the Spiegs interview.
Well, it should actually be at the beginning. Go back to the beginning and watch it again.
So did you guys like the Spiegs interview? Huh? Did you like it?
It was a good one.
This was planned.
This was planned.
My throat hurts. I'm
God,
finally
this is-
awake.
This is a terrible episode.
This is terrible. This show stinks. This show stinks.
I hope I win in rapid fire this week. For the love of God,
You're not.
Fall apart.
You're not. This is really Tailgate. One of you should grab the mic, one of those mics, and just turn it on and just start talking.
Give Get the mic feedback and explode the
Kinda-
studio.
Yeah.
Well, in America.
I don't know what you're talking about.